Hello, I am Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, and you are watching Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro toys and collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina, at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only, Erik Ryker. Man, we were talking just before the show. It's been 2 years since you've been on Hashtag, bro.
It's been a long time. It really has. Two whole years.
A lot of things have changed. I know you're wrestling at a lot of different companies now, but for those that don't know, or this is the first time that they're ever seeing you, man, how long you been in the business? Who trained you? How'd you get started? You know the deal.
Are we going on the 6th year? Was trained by Daniel Strong, Mike Scholes, a little bit with Odell Lowe, Akbar Bashar at the House of Pain Training Academy, Andy Aries, kind of just from a bunch of different people, just from being around a bunch of different places and getting stuff here and there.
Go. Yeah. I mean, I used to manage a small little faction that went up against a faction of yours years ago, so I know how fierce you can be, man, without a doubt. Alexander Polk said, "What's up? What's going on, Alexander? Welcome to Hashtag Truth." Peter Pan said, "What's up, fellas?" Mr. Dale Blackwell, new owner and promoter, saying, "What's up?" We'll talk about him shortly. So tell us, man, where are you at right now? Tell us some of the spots that you're at in wrestling. We'll show some posters in a little while, but just kind of catch us up on what's been going on.
Currently, I'm working in between Carolinas and Georgia with AWS, Alternative Wrestling Showcase, American Pro Wrestling, UCW, SNU, SWA out in Georgia. So I've kind of just been a little bit all over the place,
There you go. And you've been through a few wrestling changes. I want to ask you about that. Your character seems to morph more and more. I mean, at one time you were, knocking me down with a chain and taking selfies with me, and then the next thing I know, you're over there with Akbar and all that, and you're I can never tell when you're heel or baby because you've changed so many times, but that's a good thing though. That lets promoters know that you can do it both ways. So tell me, in the last couple of years, tell me about the build of your characters and what's going on.
Basically, in the past couple of years, I guess the only way I really put it in good terms is just I've been able to, I guess, be a little bit more me and bring a little bit more me out into things and kind of evolve Erik Ryker a little bit.
Right.
Was able with my best friend in all the multiverses, Ace Harris. With him following me, he's kind of built a Rikers army. That's the Rikers World Order, RWO. So it's kind of started to go there a little bit. But
I was going to ask you about the shirt because in the shirt in the promo you sent me, the one that I put up for the advertisement, you have RWO, and in the match we're going to show later on at SWA, you have the RWO. So that's what that means, Rikers World Order.
Yes, sir. Me and Ace, I mean, in all honesty, we were in the back talking one day, and a lot of people hate when I end up telling this But we was in the back talking, and we hear stuff all the time about people talking about other workers being marks at shows and ripping off
No,
stuff.
not in
So
wrestling, bro.
right?
Nobody ever
So
talks.
we, I as much hate as I've gotten throughout my career and everything, I just finally was like, you know what? Then let's do it and kind of not, just go out there and have fun with it and rub it in their face. Like, yeah, you can call it a mark
Right.
off the NWO, whatever you want, but when you go and watch the videos and you listen to these crowds and their reactions over this stuff, whether it's a
Oh
nostalgia pop
yeah.
for them from the '90s or whatever, it's become, it's cool to be the bad guy again. So
Oh,
people have gotten
always.
behind
Oh,
it, love
Brian Cummings said, "What's up, Erik Ryker?"
it.
Oh,
What's
my
up?
boy Sean said hello from Fallon, Nevada. Oh man, this guy is my
How's
number
it
one
going,
fan. He's
John?
been with me since the beginning, bro. I
That's
love him
awesome.
to death. Brian Cummings, who's on your list of workers to wrestle in 2024? Good question. I'll leave that up. Go ahead.
He's definitely one of them. Brian's probably right there at the top, one or two.
Okay. If you're gonna
Um,
say Brian, then I'm gonna ask you straight up, Riker. Are you willing to get into a wrestling ring with Brian? You know who he is,
oh
and
yeah,
have a death match. Are you willing to go that far?
oh yeah. If it had to be done, oh absolutely. My
You
my
heard
best
that, Brian?
friend in the whole my best friend in the whole Milky Way or multiverses, Milky Way galaxy, however he wants to put it now. Ace Harris, he was able to handle Mr. Bryan just fine, so I think I'd have no problems with that, and he knows
Oh
it.
man, there's been many
Um,
people that said that, many people that regretted saying that, bro. I'm just saying.
um, but there's there's Brino Royce,
Oh
and then
man.
there's AJ Frost. I got kind of owe him for some things for a few years ago, so he's one of them guys that I'm looking to try and get some payback on.
I
Jamie
got you.
Purge, one of the guys that he's really kind of, I guess, started coming up the rise this year and getting his name out there a little bit. But I feel that me and him could have a pretty good match, tell a pretty good story. Um,
There you
so
go.
really, I've never been one of them guys that have just one or two guys. I would have worked with a lot of guys and a lot of people. So
I heard a wise heel say one time, hate is universal.
oh yeah,
All right. Ben Wolf said, hello, Riker. Hello,
what's up,
Scott.
man?
What's going on, Ben? Tyler Sturkey said, soon. Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the guys. Me and him worked a few times this past year and everything, but the last time we worked, our match got cut a little short. I feel we could probably get a lot more out of it. So
There you
definitely
go.
got to get that guy a
Sean said,
rematch.
nationwide, baby, I'm your West Coast connection. You are, brother. You are my California, Nevada connection. A lot of great wrestlers that came on my show came from Sean, man. I have a lot to
That's
thank him
awesome.
for. Brian said, someone book it. I'm saying that you heard it. Book it. Book that death match. I'll take my money, please. I'm just telling you, without a doubt, man. Brian said, I'm very proud of the man you are. You are everything that is right with wrestling, your promos, your skills, etc. Much love and respect.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot coming from you. It really does. Thank you so much.
Oh boy, Peter Pan's got a question. Now this I want to hear the answer to, man. He said, Scott Larson asked Riker what happened to his RWO fans when Smiley Feelgood and Jack Morgan shows up.
Well, for one, all right. Now
Uh-oh,
they can
uh-oh.
be happy, but let's be honest. Let's put the truth out there. It's in the show. That's what we're here for.
Right?
The only reason Smiley Feelgood and Jack Morgan got any kind of reaction from any RWO fans is because Riker had already left the building and was headed to another show. That's the only reason. Now, if
Oh,
I had stayed around, they would have seen just like every other time that I've returned back to Gastonia. It's my name throughout the building all night long, not just for one
oh.
match. It's all night.
Them's fighting words, Riker. You know that, right? Them's fighting
Oh,
words now. I like it. I
no,
like it,
I'll
though.
dry up the Bassmasters lakes, and I could knock the smile out of Smiley Feelgood. So it's all right.
Oh man, I have not seen. I have to be honest with you. I did not even know Smiley Feelgood and Jack Morgan were back wrestling. But if they are, that's awesome. That would make me want to come see a show even more. I haven't seen
Oh
those
yeah,
guys in a while.
they just recently returned. Smiley came out and he faced Dale Blackwell, who was one of the newest members this past couple months of RWO.
Oh boy, there you
So,
okay. Dale said hit me up and we can talk. I think he might be talking about setting up that match.
oh yeah.
Oh boy. Peter Pan said not no more. I'm missing something.
I think he's talking about the fans, but we'll see. December
Oh,
16th.
okay. I got you.
It's just right around the corner.
I have to adjust myself in my chair here. You know, I'm a fat guy and chairs try to fight me. Dale Blackwell said Smiley is booked on the 16th in Gastonia against Tommy Okami.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tommy Okami is another rising guy. He's doing pretty well for himself.
Okay, I got you. So let me ask you something, man. Right now, do you have any guys out there that you have a huge beef with, that you're having an ongoing fight with?
I well, yeah, and this one's probably been backstage going on for 3 years and in front of everybody going on for 3 years. But here currently is Lazarus Black.
Do what now?
Yeah, here currently it's Lazarus Black. He,
Oh, Lazarus. Oh, talk
yeah.
about another deathmatch superstar. Okay. Now you on Brian Cummins' hit list. Now you on Lazarus. Oh man, you building
But
a list, man.
At least for Brian, I have respect for Brian. I have no respect for Lazarus Black.
Oh, okay. So that begs the question: why no respect for Lazarus?
It's just it's always been one of them things, you know, when your friend stabs you in the back, and then some of the things that he said in his last promo, he wanted to go. He tried to take things far, and that's fine. He could take it far because December 17th, everyone will get to hear what I got to say, and he'll get to face me in the ring face to face. He won't have to run his mouth at a show while I'm not there. But there's just, you know, it's ongoing, whether it's egos, for some reason he's obsessed with me. I know deep down the guy wants to beat me. All the way down to even his manager that comes out with him in Black Society. I mean, it's just my manager 2.0. So
now I gotta say
back about it.
Right, I gotta say back here in the comments, I think I missed it, or I might have just went through it so fast we didn't talk about it. But Peter Pan made a point back when you got into wrestling, man. You looked like another WWE superstar, and you changed the look, and I'm glad you did, and he did too. He said you got rid of the Seth Rollins look, and I'm glad for that because now.
Oh yeah.
Now, is there somebody out there that you haven't wrestled yet in your entire career that you would love to go one-on-one with in any kind of match?
Oh, really, there's a long list. There's a guy from New York, Price Pure Gold.
Okay. Oh, so you're reaching out all the way to New York. How do you got ties to New York as far as wrestling?
He actually went to school with a friend of mine that he's in a band, so he's the one that actually hooked us up and everything. And then there's actually Johnny Anthrax, and then one of the, I guess, the fresher faces, Brino Royce. He's he's a guy that
see people, this is what a lot of fly by night fans or fans that haven't, you know, studied wrestling for a while. That's actually the quickest way for wrestlers to get out there and get known. You have a friend of a friend who works in a wrestling organization somewhere else. They see you wrestle. They like what they see. They get a hold of you. Hey man, come to our organization in New York. Come to, you know, Georgia. Come. It's quicker that way than it is for, and I'm not saying that the wrestlers shouldn't do the work and go out there and self-promote themselves, but do you find that it's a lot easier to get yourself booked when people are coming after you instead of the other way around? And it also shows that you're a popular wrestler.
Oh yeah. It most definitely, it's a lot easier when they're reaching out to you instead of you having to reach out to them and kind of feel annoying because you're blowing up someone's phone or their messenger or their emails. So it is a lot easier getting booked, and it is helpful when you've got people in different areas or in different states, and you can make good connections with them, or you can show something that they like and they reach out, it's awesome. Makes things so
I
much
got you. Well,
simpler.
we're going to hit a commercial, Blake, real quick. And then I'm told I'm supposed to say a name and it's supposed to trigger something in you. So as soon as we get back out of the commercial, I'm going to let you stew on that for about a minute. Well, actually, it's going to be about 30 seconds. I'm going to let you stew on that, and then I'll tell you the name. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial from Bath Fitters.
Bath Fitter doesn't just fit your bath. We fit your life. When you're tired of looking at your tired old bath, we fit your style with hundreds of design options. When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule with our unique tub-over-tub process installed in as little as a day. When high quality is the only quality that matters, we fit your standards with a lifetime guarantee. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Bathfitter.com. Go check them out, guys, and get your free consultation and get your bathroom. They have a cool way. I know this is off the topic of wrestling for just a second, but when they redo your bathroom, they actually leave your old bathtub there, as you can see it, and they fit theirs over yours. So it's not like the construction work that everybody is
That's
used
awesome.
to. And so it's a
Keeps
pretty
it clean.
go check them out. Go to bathfitters.com and check that out. Now let's get back to the comments and get back to this, because I led on with something going into that last segment. William said, Ryker, Teddy Silver has your back.
Oh yeah, Teddy Silver he's actually coming along. He's a guy out in Florida. He's the RWO bodyguard, one of my bodyguards, because when you start getting to a certain
Okay.
level, you got to start keeping it. I've had fans try to attack me, and it ain't been too pretty. So,
Okay. Now I gotta ask. You know me, because you say something like that, and I got okay. You're a great wrestler, correct? You consider yourself
oh yeah,
a good wrestler. Why do you need a bodyguard?
oh yeah, absolutely. Who would? Because I don't have time to deal with them people. I don't want to get my
Oh,
hands dirty dealing with some like peasant fans whose bank account can't
but
match up
those
to
are the
mine.
people that pay your checks,
I don't want to
man.
go sit in court.
I
They
got
do,
you.
but I don't want to go sit in a courtroom with them just so they can get 5 more minutes with me.
I got you. Peter Pan wants to know, what is your dream match, professional or independent, or do both?
Um, Honestly, I don't really think I have too much of a dream match for it. A lot of the guys that I would have had a dream match for, like professional wise, are retired now or too old. Like those Bret Hart, Diamond Dallas Page, Jake the Snake,
The
Mick
guys you
Foley,
grew up
guys like that.
watching.
Yeah, those would have been my dream match guys. Um, and on the indies, I mean, I don't have that in particular dream match or dream opponent. Like I said earlier, there's several people out there I want to work. I'm one of them type of
See, I like
guys.
that answer. I like that answer. Now, it's good to have, these certain people, like, people who have helped train you. You want to have a match with them, and it's always good, the teacher versus student thing, and
Oh yeah.
and there's a few now somebody, now Brian, look at this, Mr. Eckerman. I said Eckerman. I always call him Eckerman for some reason. It's Erkman. I know how to read English. I really do. It is my first language, believe it or not. He said mine's Ricky Morton. Okay, Ricky Morton's great,
Yeah, Ricky Morton
to
is a
aspire
good
to
one.
something like that, but it's just
Um, I mean, if we would go, maybe possibly George South could be one of them guys. He actually is
oh
an
yeah,
RWO
there you go.
member. We got pictures of him and stuff with the RWO shirts, and maybe being able to work against him, that might be
Yes,
pretty
I
fun.
saw
Ricky
that
Morton is
picture that
great.
went up on Facebook where he joined. I thought that was awesome.
Oh
Pamela
yeah,
said, "Hey,
absolutely, it was
Riker."
great.
Oh, apparently Jack's on Pamela's Facebook. He said, "Hey, hey, Riker, it's
Yeah,
Jack."
Jack Salem. That's well, I guess for this past year, it's kind of came out there. Jack Salem, Eric Riker's illegitimate son. So
Oh, okay, I got you.
that's somebody. And I am not trying to toot because of the relationship with him, but that is somebody everyone should probably keep their eyes on. They definitely don't want to sleep on
William
that
said,
kid.
"Jess the Master."
18 years old, young. Yeah, William's a great guy. He is.
Yeah, he hit me up when I put you when I put you up on the show and I advertised it. He hit me up and he goes, "Hey, you're a Ryker fan too?" I said, "Yeah, I've always been a Ryker fan, but I also remember the time when I got hit with a chain because of this man." So yeah, you still got one coming, bro. I haven't forgot.
Well,
Haven't forgot.
speaking of that, this will be one for you. October 14th this year, there was actually a Desolation reunion. Player
Really?
Odell, yours truly, yeah.
You should
Having
have
Rain and
said something. I could have
Gastonia at the
I could
Veterans,
have
a
pulled
gift
back
of
an Uprise reunion. That would have been cool to watch. Just saying.
well,
But no, that's great.
we try to keep it a secret from a lot of people. Oh, it'd have been great. But
Oh yeah,
we wanted,
without a doubt,
it
man.
was
I
one of
love
them things
them
we knew when
days
we
were
showed up.
fun,
We
man.
knew
That
that the
was
fans, if they realized, oh, everybody's in the building together, we knew what they were going to want. So,
right. The days back in
oh yeah, absolutely.
GCW, I look back and smile on those, man. Those were fun days,
It was real
man. I
fun.
mean, it was a backyard. Everybody made fun of it. But you know what? The people that were out there in the shows, they were having fun. They were learning in the ring. They were having a good time. And I'll
Hey,
never forget coming in the ring. It was great.
uh,
We were doing a storyline, of course, Uprise versus Desolation. And I come in the ring. We got this promo we're doing, and you go, "Hit me."
yeah.
And I like this, and I barely tapped your arm. You go, "No, hit me," under your breath, and I just hauled off and punched. Dude, you sold it so well. You rolled like 4 times, almost went out of the
Oh
ring.
yeah.
It was like,
And that crowd that was there ate that up that day.
it
They loved
popped,
that.
dude. It was
You know what I'm saying?
good
So,
times back then, man.
oh, it
I ain't
was
gonna lie.
absolutely, and it was something we were, COVID shutting everything down. It was a way to, keep everything
Yeah.
going and show people, we weren't giving up just because they was locked down. So,
Williams says he stands 5'7", 325.
oh
That's
yeah, he's like a
you a
little
lightweight,
bulldozer.
William. You're a lightweight, man. I'm 5'11", 425 pounds. So and I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. Tyler said RVD is mine. Oh man, going up against RVD.
Oh yeah,
That'd be a good
one of a
match.
kind.
I meant he's. What do you mean he's? Oh, he's 5'7", 325.
Talking about Teddy Silver.
Ryker, don't worry, you're in my top 5 wanting to work, said Erkman. Okay. He wants to come down here and tell him to put
Yeah, he
his
wants me
hardcore
to.
title on the line. If he's gonna do it, at least come down and make it worth something, right?
He just wants me to go ahead and retire him. That's what he wants. He knows at the end of the day that's a dream for him to be able to say Erik Ryker was the one that was his last match.
Peter Pan said, "I got a good picture of the hit. I'd love to see that. I can't. You send that picture to me, man. It's been a while. Ask Ryker if he's seen me in action. Have you seen Mr. William in action?"
Yeah, yeah. I've seen him. He was green, but yeah, I've seen him in action. He's got some potential.
Uh-oh. Speaking of the fisherman, there he is. He said, "What's up, Scott and Clown?" Uh-oh, it's already started. I still
Yeah,
have my
he wants to come in,
Bassmaster
but
shirt.
he knows the truth. Like I said earlier, I don't have to waste time on him.
I still have my Bassmaster shirt that he
That's okay.
gave me a
We'll
long
replace that
time
with a
ago. I
Rikers World
still
Order
have it. I'm
shirt.
gonna have to pull it out. I'm gonna have to pull it out of the closet here. I got some of my older ones, that I thought he had retired, so because he hasn't wrestled in a while, so I put it up. I'm gonna have to pull it back out and start wearing it again if he's going around fighting folks. Tommy Dreamer, that's a good
He's
one.
just gonna retire again if he comes against me. Yeah.
You'll put him right back into retirement, right?
Oh yeah.
Doc Payne, there we go. That's who I usually know Mr. Erkman as is Doc Payne. He said, "Hello, Scott." I remember when Doc Payne was doing, I don't know if he still does his podcast. I haven't seen it in a while if he had. I remember when he was doing his. It was a great podcast, man. I enjoyed watching it. I hope if he isn't doing it that he goes back to doing it, man, because it was a lot of fun. Now, let me ask you, how far is the farthest from home that you have wrestled, man? How far out have you traveled to wrestle?
I'd say about 8 hours, 8.5 hours, West Virginia.
Okay,
Went
West
out
Virginia. There's a
to
lot of great promotions up
Virginia,
there. Do
West
you remember who
Virginia.
you where you went to wrestle?
Next, oh yeah, Mega Pro Wrestling. Mega
Oh, okay.
Pro
You're
Wrestling.
breaking up a little bit. Your Wi-Fi or whatever you're using there
What
is
I was
kind of
trying, I
breaking
figured it
up a little
was,
bit.
yeah. So
You
Mega
good?
Pro Wrestling is in West Virginia. Yep. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you just fine. Candy
Okay,
Phelps
making
said
sure.
Ryker is my favorite, a fantastic wrestler, and I am his #1 fan. There you go. But Candy, he just said a minute ago he ain't got time for y'all. That's why he's got bodyguards. I'm just saying.
They still love it though. But
You know it's hashtag truth, bro. I got to stir the pot.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Doc Payne said coming soon. All right, there you go, man. There you
Yeah, it's
go.
coming soon to sit on your shelf like an elf on the shelf. Perfect for the holidays,
Oh,
right?
snap. Jack Morgan said, waste time with me. He wishes his Seth Rollins want a be Joker fish. Okay. Now, yeah, that is true. You did at one time do a Joker like gimmick, dude. Well, do
Yeah,
you still pull it off the shelf every once in a while, or is it something that is that a
every
past gimmick?
um every once in a while, it really has come down to now. I've had certain promoters that have specifically asked or requested for that, so I've done it for them. But as far as me in general, not as much. Having to
Right.
put on the makeup all the time and having to deal with it after the match and stuff. Um, it's annoying.
Dude, I
It's
would
kind of
love
why I
to
got the
see.
guy with the mask now.
I would love to see like you do the Joker gimmick and come out in the Joker gimmick and somebody go and get the cosplay suit for Batman and come in as Batman and watch Batman and Joker battle it out at, whatever
Um,
wrestling organization you're at. That would be, to me, that would be kind of cool, man. That's as gimmicky as you can get. It would be a fun match to watch. I mean, it's not going to be anything serious, but it would definitely give a lot of the people out there, the fans will be laughing, having a
oh,
good time.
yeah. It'd be a great little entertaining thing for the crowd, especially kids. They love that stuff, and that is one thing. Even now, doing the Masked Riker, the alter ego Riker, the guy that broke down after losing all his titles. At first, around Halloween time, it was. I guess it did scare some of the kids, and then here lately, the more and more they've got it's kind of become like their favorite thing. And I'm still
Right.
out there, biting people and being dirty as I can be, and mean. And them kids, they love that guy to death. So
Doc Payne said, "Bring some boys. Come on down to try to get me in Ohio." You have to go up there to
tell
get him in Ohio, not
I
down. But it's all
I
good.
can go up there as long as that paycheck's right. The money's
Okay, I
right, I
got
can
you.
go there.
Now that makes a lot of sense, man. It is a business
Yeah,
now. It is a
that's
business.
right.
Oh, Jack's gonna stir some stuff up. He said that's why you ran and cried to Dale Blackwell not to book me, because once I hook you, it's lights out.
One, that's him just trying to feed his own ego because I ain't never ran and cried to anybody not to book anybody.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's one thing. Jack Morgan is in the nicest way possible. I know he has a lot of fans that love him, and I know him just like his brother Smiley. They think they're so great. But that's on an average wrestler, an average worker's level. And
Oh snap!
I am the supreme overlord and the savior of wrestling. That's if you
Oh
go back and
snap!
look at the track record this year, there was a reason they were calling me the God Killer of wrestling. Amp
Okay.
Dominic was put, Akbar even got put down, Chief J Eagle. So
See Jack, see Jack, see Jack.
compared
You
to
did an
me,
intro straight into a Riker promo. Look at that!
so
Look at that!
compared to so compared to me, they're on that average wrestler level as I'm on that supreme level of wrestling. I am the main event everywhere I go, not just a main event guy. Jack is
Okay.
just a guy.
Oh, okay. That's harsh words, man. Jack is just a guy. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Doc Doc Payne said, "Shut off your Pornhub. It's killing your connection, bro." Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, somebody tried to call me. But what did he say?
That couldn't have been better timing if I would have told you to do it, dude. That was great. I said, "Turn off your Pornhub," and your screen went black.
Right, someone tried to call.
Oh gosh, that was perfect timing. I apologize, man. I apologize to everybody. That was too funny though. Jack Salem said, "I've done a Batman versus Joker match." There you go, man. See, so it's already been done. I bet it was fun as all get out too, wasn't it? Peter Pan wants to know, then why were you the first match if you're the main event? Uh-oh.
Again goes back to had another show in another state. So, get in, get out is how it goes. Unlike Jack Morgan, Smiley Feel Good. Only one place, one night. Again.
Okay, I got you.
Typical. Small minds. It's hard for them to comprehend it. People like me and you, Scott, you understand it.
We're going to hit a commercial and we're going to come back, and then I'm going to ask you a few more questions. Then we're going to watch you in a match at SWA down in Georgia. We're going to watch the match together. Everybody can watch it with us, ask questions, make comments. But yeah, Doc said that was perfect. I told you, even if I told him to do that, it wouldn't have done it any better.
That was perfect.
Dale Blackwell said it's called money. Moose chance to make double money. Now, okay, before I go to the commercial, but there's a lot of old timers out there who will tell you it's not good to double book because anything can happen, bro.
Oh yeah,
it's not a good thing to do. Now, if you got two places and it's a straight shoot up a highway, you can get to it in 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and the first company is willing to let you do that. As long as all the companies work together, that's fine and dandy. But then you run into a problem where, and this can happen. And of course, hashtag truth. I'm going to tell it. This promoter might want you to be a heel, but when you get there, that promoter might want you to be a baby, and they're only 15 miles away, and that kind of throws a wrench into everything. So there's a lot of factors that have to go in.
There's a lot of pros and cons with it. It is a 50-50 thing, just like you're saying,
Right, without a doubt. All right, we're going to hit this quick commercial from the South Carolina Education Lottery. Then we're going to come back with Erik Ryker, and we're going to watch the man in action at SWA. We'll be right back after this quick message.
Have you heard from Zuri? She's supposed to be getting her tickets.
I have our tickets.
No, our Cash Pop tickets. Your numbers are 1 through 5, Zuri's are 6 through 10, and mine are 11 to 15. We're a guaranteed win.
And when Zuri wins, we all win.
Backstage passes?
You for real?
Yep.
Pick as many numbers between 1 and 15 as you like. If we draw your number, you win. Yeah, you heard that right. Cash Pop. It's the light of the party.
South Carolina Education Lottery, man. 1 through 15. That you got a better chance of winning that than you do the big one. And you can actually play all 15 numbers. Now, you won't win as much, but you can actually automatically win depending on what the pot is. But, yeah, it's a pretty cool game, man. You guys got to check that out if you're in South Carolina or if you're just passing through. Stop and help the educational system here in South Carolina because Lord knows we need it. I'm just going to say it. I'm just being funny. All right. So here we go, man. We are going to pop it up. There we go. There is the RWO shirt. Before we get this match started, I'm going to let everybody know that there will be no sound because I am on YouTube and Facebook, and YouTube has a funny way of taking crowd sounds and thinking they're a song, and then they hit you with all kinds of stupid stuff. So it's not going to be any sound. So you guys can ask questions during the match. We can talk about it. So where's this at, Ryker? Give us what we're looking at before I even start the actual match.
This is at SWA and their SWA arena. It's in Estanoli Road, Stephens County, Georgia. Jackie Owens is actually the owner of the company, Booker. So he's a really great
Right.
guy. The crowd out there, they're a crowd that loves to be worked, and they're very energetic, and it's in the best way. They're 100% into it. You go out there and just give them a little bit, and they're into everything you're doing. This is
I
actually
mean, I see the kids
not.
lining up on the rails right there,
Oh yeah.
man. Them kids look like they're about
Um,
ready to hoop. Now, that one boy right there, man, he's got his hand on the rail. He looks like he's already screaming.
oh yeah. See, what had happened to lead up to this? This was actually my debut night there. They were
Okay.
having their Hall of Fame ceremony, and I was the one that they picked to interrupt the Hall of Fame ceremony. They usually let everything go clean, but Jackie put enough trust in me to go out there and not, ruin anything that they were doing. So he gave me a big
Right.
opportunity. He took a big chance on me, going out there demanding, to be in the Hall of Fame that night on my debut night. I'm the face of the company, and it's my first night there. Nobody knows who I am there. They just now get to meet me, but I should be in the Hall of Fame because I was better than all the mass-ins that were in the ring.
Now
And
that's what
then
I'm talking about. Jamie Mayfield said, "I want to wrestle Rocker again." Okay. I think he meant Riker, but you know,
oh yeah, I know what he got. I know what he got. But yeah, I've had fun with him. But back to this, and then I guess what really tipped the hat to with the crowd was Jackie himself was out there and on the microphone. He actually told the people, I could see it. Riker be in the future Hall of Fame here, future face of the company. And unfortunately, their new bloods champion, Mr. Yukon Adams, who calls himself the Southern Spartan, he didn't agree with that too much. So he
and
kind of
he's
ran
off
into the
camera.
next
He's the one
option.
you're fighting in this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, he is.
Okay, he's off camera. As soon as I start it, you guys will see him. He's in the ring too, but he's just a little bit off camera to the right. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. And if you guys have any questions about the match or anything that's going on, we're going to talk all the way through it. So here we go. There he is. That's a big guy,
Yeah,
man.
so yeah, he is. He's a big dude and he hits hard too. He had to try to keep him from hitting too much. But yeah, that's why they call him the Southern Spartan, though. He's a great guy outside of it, and he's
Showing his
one heck
strength
of a
right
worker.
away, threw you right off into the corner.
Yeah, they like them big guys like to do that to me quite a bit.
Oh,
Big
there you
boys.
go. No, pull the hair,
That's
pull the hair. I like it. I like
I'm
it.
you don't always see that's guys with long hair, man. It gets pulled all the time, and the crowd's always thinking it's us whining. Say, look at his hand right there on the back of my shoulder. It's on my head.
Tossed you again, boy. He tossed you like a bag of potatoes there, man.
Oh yeah, he like I
Getting the
said,
crowd all
he is
hyped
a
up. Look at
strong
them kids,
guy.
man. Look at them guys. I love it.
Yeah,
Yukon Gold.
yeah, as you see, that crowd up there, they love that guy to death. He's probably one of their biggest and rising stars that they've
Oh
got,
my
and
goodness. You
that
did
crowd loves
not just do a flex, dude. Come on.
him. Had to, had to. See, he can be bigger, he can be stronger. At the end of the day, everybody knows Riker's stronger
Oh
than him.
yeah,
I
then you
mean,
got that for your efforts. Okay. Oh no. Oh, just a one count though. Just a one count.
oh, yeah, this one I need to breathe it. He was what it was is
You needed
I
a timeout.
wasn't
You had to
ready
call
for
the
the match to start
timeout.
with,
It's all
and
good.
I needed a breather. I had to get a break.
Uh-oh. Well, he's going to help you
Here's where the
back in
fun
off that
starts.
break. Oh, nice move. Nice move.
Oh yeah, it's right here. See, now we can get him back to my pace, and we
Oh,
can bring him down to
now
my
you're starting to
level.
chop the tree. Okay, now you're getting
There
smart.
you go.
Okay.
That ref,
Didn't do quite enough to the big man. That's a big man. You're going to have to do some beating down to get him for a 3 count.
well, that ref could count faster. He could have counted faster. I mean, that's at the end of the day, though. We know refs like to count slow
Well,
for
when
me
you get in
anyway.
the ref's face and you're arguing with them every time a move happens, that you're not going to get that fast count. Okay,
I tried
again.
very hard to break his. I tried very hard to break his arm in this match. I mean, that's the quickest way to be the champ. You know.
Right, right. Take out a limb. That's it. That's old school. That's not just old school wrestling. That's wrestling 101.
Right. Wrestling 101, right?
You take out a limb, you can't fight. I mean, well, you can't fight as well anyway. Oh, he's got the leg on the rope. Whoever did the video on this, that was a good job to show the leg on the rope.
Oh, that's another thing about this place I absolutely love. Their production and their quality that they put into everything when they come to filming their matches.
Oh, there you go, choking the man
to the back. I'm not choking him. I'm literally just testing, making sure he's okay.
I got you.
But
I got you.
They do a really good job with their camera work, their production up there. It's great.
Oh, ruthless. Look at that.
I mean,
working on that arm, boy.
This is a Southern Spartan. I had to bring a different level of Ryker here. You know, every time I go there, the talent that they got, the competition they got there, it brings out a different side, more competitive, maybe a little more aggressive, but it brings out a different side of me. It's amazing.
Oh, now he's working on you. Got you down. If that big man falls on top of you, that's going to hurt.
Right there. He tried to break my arm. The ref let it go, everything.
Oh, but it's okay when you do it.
Weight. I don't weigh nowhere near as much as him. I don't weigh nowhere near as much as him.
But you're a wrestler, man. It don't matter. So now what you're saying is they should have weight limits like in boxing. You should be the same weight. Is that what you're saying?
No, he just shouldn't be allowed to land on my arm like that. But
I mean, some people. I'm just trying to be funny here, but some people would say you'd have to midget wrestle at that point. Oh, there you go. See, again, working on the arm. Smart. Boy, look at them kids out there. Boy, they are giving you the business out there behind that rail.
Oh, if it's their fault that I get hit right here. See, it's their fault. I was going to go wipe the sweat out of his eyes with that bandana, and it's just.
Oh, you was going to wipe the sweat out of
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I
wanted to make sure it was fair.
Doc Payne says, I want to book that rematch. Anything goes. Oh, look at that. Oh, big knee to the face. Okay. That'll get his attention. Oh, cutter. There you go.
And see, right here again, you're going to see it. Referee with this slow count cost, again, I could have won it here. You saw
slow count. That looked pretty good to me, man. It looked pretty good to me. I mean, he is a big referee, though. I mean, it took him a little bit to get down on the canvas, but he did a good job. Oh, straight right hand. Okay, now that was illegal. Where was the ref there? He should have been
again. Like I said,
I agree with that one. That was a close fist.
Even they're about to acknowledge it here. He's going to go and tell everybody to praise the referee for not calling that. See,
wow.
Right now.
And what was that?
I mean, that was payback.
Oh. And the ref goes down. Now, I guess, the count wasn't fast enough again.
No, every time. It's only for me, because if you watch when he
I have to admit these near falls are good. This would get me deeply into this match, man. This is really good.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, this is probably one of my top favorite matches that I've been able to work.
Going up top, got the gargoyle position. Where's he going? Oh, he caught you in midair.
Yes.
Yeah, but you had enough will to kick out. Okay.
I would tell you, it took everything. It took everything I had.
That's a big man on top of you, man. That's I can see that.
I got the ref yelling at me for being up there, so he's the reason he was able to recover to catch me, and then just that there, like I said, it literally took everything.
Doc Payne said even cheating, you couldn't get the 3. It ain't cheating if the referee don't see it, brother. I'm just saying.
But me being the supreme overlord, I'm able to find that way
He's
deep down
loaded
that others
up. He's
can't.
loaded up. What? Oh, he missed. Very good.
Yes,
Very good. You
again,
had that scouted out. Oh, went for the curb stomp and missed it. Okay.
like I
Underneath.
said,
Oh,
and
got him
then
hooked. Got him hooked. Oh, big elbow, big
yeah,
knee.
I might have
Picked
got a
him up.
little, I might have got a
Oh.
little too ahead of myself right there towards the end of the match, trying to go ahead and put him away.
Oh, and
You
you
know,
took the 3
like I said,
count. But that was a good match, man.
it's one of my favorites. I think me and this guy, in all honesty, we had great chemistry inside and outside the ring. Me and this guy we clicked first day we met. Um, and just that right there, like we were able to talk a little in the back, went out there, and it was just like everything clicked and went all into one motion and just all
Now
went
I gotta
together.
ask you, man. I've got to ask you because there are certain wrestlers, and I don't want to break down the fourth wall, but I'm going to kind of do it here. There are some wrestlers that go to the back and they got to get in 12, 15 moves a match. Are you that type wrestler? Do you have just? I mean, I know there's certain wrestlers that 1 or 2 moves, like their signature stuff that they want to be known for. That's cool. But you get some of these wrestlers who will go back and I trust me, I've been in the locker rooms,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. I know what I'm talking about. Well, they'll walk
Them
up to
guys,
you and they'll tell you, they will scout out, they will tell you every move in a 15-minute match they want to do.
oh yeah, them guys are the ones I usually look at. And I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's fine. And then when we go out, it's pretty much it goes however I want. And usually them are also the guys that they might get the 1 or 2 moves that they be set down in the back and explain, look, you don't have to have all that. You gotta tell the story and entertain. You're here to
Right.
bring them back, to draw them in. And
That's
you don't
it.
want to steal momentum from the rest of the show. You don't want to like, basically tire your fans out,
Right.
overexcite them,
Right.
overexert them. So with
Right.
me, it's 3 to 5.
Right.
Some matches,
Here's
if it's a
something.
big
Here's
match,
something that
maybe get a
a
little
lot of
more.
wrestlers, especially young wrestlers, don't understand. That and I want you young wrestlers to listen. And I know you're going to say, well, Scott, you're not in the business. You don't know what you're talking about. But trust me, I've talked to enough people who do know what they're talking about. That if a promoter comes back there and he says, hey guys, you have 7 minutes. That is 7 minutes from the first sound of the entry music to the 1, 2, 3. That's 7 minutes, not, take 5 minutes to get out in the ring and then, go back and forth, getting the crowd cheering and then have 7 minutes. No, it's 7 minutes from the time the first guy's music hits until the 1, 2, 3. And people really got to learn that, man. People really, I like this. Jack Salem said, I learned from the best Ryker. There you go.
Yeah, it's like I said, he's one of them you don't want to sleep on there. Jack Salem, he'll be a star. He's young, 18, but you give him about 5 years. This guy, you'll see him going places.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what is, I want to ask this question to you. Of all the wrestlers you've wrestled in the last 6 years, what is that one match that you want back? You had a match with somebody, you thought, going in, oh, this was going to be a great match. It ended up a train wreck and you want a total redo. What would be that one match or the person that you wrestled?
Well, it's actually there's one this most recent was actually
Okay.
with the Sheik Akbar Bashar this past
Okay.
August.
Okay.
I'd like to. The match wasn't completely horrible, but there was a lot of, I guess, miscommunication towards about part way, and match got called short.
Okay.
So kind of like get that one back. But
And trust me, there's a lot of reasons for a match to be called short. Somebody can get injured in the ring. You two just don't mesh in the ring. I mean, there are wrestlers that, believe it or not, do not mesh in the ring. They just, no matter how good they both are, they could be both great wrestlers, but they just don't have that chemistry in the ring.
And then probably another one would be this guy that's from out in Texas that actually wrestled at Mega Pro Wrestling in West Virginia, Jamie Holly. Like again, it just, I don't know what it was that night. Things didn't click a little bit, but it's one of them that I would definitely like to get back. Crowd was into it, but match quality was, not the greatest, and it was
Right.
more on my part.
There you go. Hey, you're man enough to admit it. That's a good thing, man. That's how you grow in the wrestling business, man. It is. It truly is. And I'm glad as a fan to hear a wrestler say that, hey, every once in a while you just mess up. You just got to learn and get better. Luke Childers, man, check this guy out. You got to go to Facebook, go on the bottom line. He's starting up his own podcast. I'm going to help him out a little bit. And I'm going to have Luke a few times on #Truth as a team to interview some folks. I want to have him on here, give him a little bit more experience because he is a great kid. He has a great podcast channel. Go check it out, man. The Bottom Line. You won't be disappointed. He does interviews. He does Wrestlers of the Week. All kinds of great stuff on his channel, man. Go check him out. And I'm gonna see if I can't have him on soon, man. I am definitely looking forward to the stuff that he has. So go check it out. The Bottom Line. He said, "Thank you, sir." No thanks needed, bro. You got this, man. You got this.
Yeah,
you
you
are
guys are
the
gonna do
next
great together.
generation of podcasters, and I'm proud of you, brother. So, what was your favorite match of all time? We got about 9 minutes left in the show. What was your favorite match of all time?
Last December, me and Ace Harris.
Okay, was it
And
just a regular match, or was it a gimmick?
it was just a regular. It was a regular match for the AWS heavyweight title.
Okay.
It was the blow off to mine and his casket match from that Halloween. And
Okay.
the fans had actually picked him to face me again in December, which was nice. But it was, again, another one of the matches kind of like with me and Yukon, where everything with me and Ace seemed to click that night, to the point he superplexed me off the top and went for the cover. And as soon as I kicked out of it, the entire building erupted. We
See,
had
I like
been
that.
convinced
I like that.
they thought it was over. And then me hitting him with the spear, they erupted from that. And it was as if everything from the start of the match all the way to the build to the finish, the crowd was very hot and continued to get hotter throughout the match.
See, I like that. I like an audience like that. One thing that drives me nuts about wrestling is you go to some shows and people will sit on their hands and they'll keep their mouth shut and barely, they might clap when people come out for their intro or whatever, but that's it. And then it's nothing. You have like 3 or 4 people screaming to the top of their lungs, being fans, and then the rest of them are just standing there looking. So when you get a crowd that, like you said, if you get a white hot crowd, like you said, it's a good match.
A lot of them. Oh yeah, and you can feel it through the match, and you feed off of them. That's what I say when you get the fans that are stale like that. I try to work them the most because once you get them into it, they will open up. But I'm on 1% battery left.
All right, man, we're gonna get it. All right, we'll go ahead and shut her down. Doc Payne said that match was his favorite because you lost.
Well, it's okay because I returned at their big event, Frightmare 18, and won their tag team titles. So I got to make up.
There you go. So before you leave, let's go ahead and show some of these. I'm going to put them up, and you tell me all about it and what's going on. We've got this one right here. Let me see this one.
Oh yeah, that's So I lost the Sheik. I lost my heavyweight titles, and wasn't able to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the Carolinas anymore. So I had to go to therapy. I had a little breakdown, and
yeah, I see that. You're called Twisted Ryker. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's something the fans kind of dubbed him there. But this, I guess, in the easiest way of explaining it, really, I don't know who he. I don't know him personally. Therapist knows him. Ace knows him. A few other people know him, but he is supposed to be the RWO guardian, the actual protector of everything that Ace has created as my army for me.
All right, here we go. Last one. AWSSCW presents End of Days, December 17th. Doors open at 4, bell time 5. All kids 13 and under are free. Tickets are $7. Oh, advance are $7. Admission at the door is $10. Who you got going on here at End of Days? Oh, I lost him. He lost. He lost it. He lost all of his. He lost. He was at 1%, and we lost him, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to thank Erik Ryker, for coming on and catching up with us and talking about all the places he's going to be. This is the match that he showed me. SCW, AWS, End of Days. He's going to be there December 17th. And then this one, it doesn't have the date, but it's going to be a Saturday in December. Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe somebody can give me the date on that one and the time. And we're gonna have a great. Jack Morgan said, "See you soon, man. Hit me up, Jack. We'll get you on." And Doc Payne, thank you. I'd like to see how you'll go over in Ohio. There's a lot of talent down there. I believe Ohio needs to see. There you go, man. Ohio needs to get some of this North Carolina and South Carolina talent. I am prejudiced, but I believe North Carolina, South Carolina has the best indie wrestling in the nation. But of course, I live here, so like I said, that's kind of a prejudice thing. Dale said December 16th, Gastonia, 7 p.m. Tickets are $8. There you go. Beautiful. Jack Salem said, I'll be at that show. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I want to thank everybody. Luke Childers, Doc Payne, Jack Morgan, Dale Blackwell, Peter Pan, Little Donnie showed up for a minute. I want to thank everybody who was on here. If I missed your name, I apologize. William Gibson was on here for a little while. Man, we were having Pamela stop by to tell Ryker that well, it was actually Jack on Pamela's page saying hi. I want to say thank you to everybody. Ben Wolf, Sean, of course, my big West Coast connection, Sean Duffy. I hope you're having a great night over there in Fallon, Nevada. And ladies and gentlemen, be looking for the next hashtag truth. It's going to be on soon. Go check out Mr. Erik Ryker wherever he's wrestling. I've always enjoyed watching him wrestle. I believe you would too. So go check him out at the places where he said he's going to be. Go check out his page on Facebook, Erik Ryker, and it's going to be a fun time, man. Pamela said, Ryker, Salem, #1 fan. There you go. Dustin said, glad to see you back up and running. Thank you very much, Dustin. I appreciate it. But like I said, I'm not going to have a set schedule. It's going to be whenever you see one pop up, you can guarantee that show will happen. Unless I'm in the hospital or dying. That's going to be the only two reasons. So, but it might be one a week. It might be two a week. It might be one a month. You never know. But be watching for hashtag truth to come up, and I'm going to try to get a few in before Christmas. Also, me and Chuck Winchester will be having a Christmas show that we're going to be doing, so look for that. Our top 10 list is I don't know. I think our top 10 list was the top worst Christmas gifts you could get or something like that. That's going to be a pretty good one. But anyway, we'll see y'all later. We appreciate you coming and watching hashtag truth, and we'll see you again. Erik Ryker, you're the best. Thank you for coming on short notice, and that is the hashtag truth.